Arsenal.
Oh yes,
We are Arsenal.
no mercy.
We're Arsenal. Forever. We are Arsenal.
Road to Wembley.
We love Arsenal.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us here, FTB Sports. It's your host, Canners, and I'm with my guys, GunnerKing, Azzy, and Nigerian Englishman, One Touch TV.
Them say them bad, but I swear them do nothing.
Vibes all day long.
But I swear them know the truth.
Hey,
20 man shot for that.
oi, what's going on, my
I
people?
love the energy,
Where
loving
you
the
at
energy.
now? Hey,
It's good to
Hey.
have you on, man. It's always, man. You always bring the positive energy and the vibes.
always
Listen,
good to be back.
this is Chelsea versus Arsenal. Can we do the double over these lot? Will we? Do we care right now? We're already looking forward to next season, aren't we? Really. So,
Yeah,
look, without no further ado, guys, I'm going to share with you which I think could be our starting 11 tomorrow.
okay.
What do you reckon?
Uh,
Listen, this isn't what I think. This is what I think he'll go with.
I hope not. I'm gonna go with what I would. You want to hear what I would change?
I wanna hear. Yes, please.
Okay, so what I would change, like I don't need to see Saka anymore this season. I literally don't need to see him. Like I'm gonna be supporting England in the Euros. I'm an England fan and all that, but I don't mind if they don't take him. I literally don't mind. Like there's enough attacking
Give him a
options.
nice rest.
I don't mind. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes. It might be nice to go for the experience and stuff, but not play too much, not be too reliant on him like Arsenal have been basically. So I'd remove him and put Martinelli in. But I'll put Martinelli. I'll swap
Pepe
and Martinelli. So
Yeah.
I'll put Pepe on the right, Martinelli on the left. Then like we don't need. Why is the Spanish guy still here? Like what? Oh, bro, you're just trying.
I just clocked him as well. You know
You're
that.
trying to trigger me. You're trying to trigger me, Blaney. You're trying to trigger me.
That was just for you. That was just for you.
Bro, that guy is in the lineup. Never again.
Listen,
Aziz. I want to see Aziz.
But look, I just want to ask you the question, right? And why wouldn't we? Okay, so I guess it's going to contradict what I'm going to say here, but don't we want to see some kind of continuity into how we're going to go for next season? I guess Sabai's probably, I'd say 90% certain it's not going to be here next season, but it's a possibility that the other 10 will be. But don't we want to see some kind of continuity? Don't we want to see us getting as many points as we can? Don't you want to see us kind of, have some pride in the shirt, win games? But who else in the centre midfield is going to play apart from Ceballos and Partey? Because I don't
put Elneny in it, to be honest.
Thank you. Tell him, Azzy.
But I'm putting out there. Go ahead,
What my thing is with Ceballos now, the season is done now. For us, the season is there's nothing else for us to play for. Yeah, you get if we get a W. If you get a W, you just send him off early, just in case he has two of the best games in his life for Arsenal, and then next thing you know, we're signing him permanently come August the 1st. You know what I mean? So that's one of my biggest fears right now. He will go out there.
You're telling me you have no faith in the technical. You have no faith in the technical team then performing transfers for Arsenal. That's it.
This is Arsenal's recruitment. This is Arsenal's recruitment. He's going to go out there, have two of the best games of his life against Chelsea and Brighton. Next thing you know, we'll be singing his praises, and next thing you know, Arsenal will be signing him permanently. And his price range will go from 20 to 40, and we'll pay it.
I personally, as controversial as this might sound.
Oh whoa! Before you do that,
even the camera can handle it.
Yeah, even the camera.
Controversial as this might sound,
bro. It must be real controversial.
Look, man, this is a London rival. Yeah, I don't care what we've got to play for, what we don't have to play for this season. This is another rival. Yeah, this is a fellow London team. You know, the amount of stick I get from Chelsea fans on all my socials and just in every walk of life, right? Like, that's something to play for. That for me is enough in itself, yeah. I want us to put out our strongest team. I think, yeah.
It's Ceballos part of that strongest team.
It's very simple. It's very simple to just bury our heads in the sand and just be like, well, we've got nothing to play for this season. But actually, what we've got to play for is next season. So there's no good just down in our tools now and throwing caution to the wind and then taking some terrible form into next season. You know,
because you know they'll use
United,
that stat,
right? When they bought Bruno
midway next season, they'll use that stat against us. Oh, Arsenal haven't won in X amount of games and beaten a Big Six team in X amount of games.
I want us to show teams what could be in store for next season. I want us to put out that message, like, and I don't like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I never want to lose to Chelsea Football Club. No, absolutely never. I don't care what we've got to play for. I never want to lose to that sack of shit. Excuse my friends. No. I never want to lose them ever. Like, it's just no. And
I think you know, you've hit the nail there, right? In a sense that, look, we've got this is a big game, really, in the sense that it's a London derby. There's a lot for us fans.
You're actually right. He's right.
People are saying we got nothing to play for. We got nothing to play for. That's everything to me.
King is right. King is actually
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
In a sense.
You know,
in a sense, he's right. In a sense, he's right.
Okay.
But what I would say on top of that, though, I actually believe more in these young guys to rise to the occasion than the quote unquote strongest team right now. If I'm honest, like if I'm honest, like I don't need to see Saka as a right wing tomorrow night. If I'm honest, like if he plays maybe as a left back, but as a right wing, I'd prefer to see him. Just like Trev was saying yesterday, he's kind of been a little bit more found out as that right wing position recently because obviously he's our main man. But when he went to left back, he was getting a lot of the ball. He was getting to the byline a lot, getting balls in. He even got an assist. Like, he looked dangerous on that left side. More dangerous than he's looked on the right in the last three games. Let's be honest.
This is what I was going to say. This is what I was going to say was, wouldn't it not be better now to rest Tierney and have Saka at left back so that we can give Martinelli a start? And would that not be better? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like even if we give you know, El Neni a start instead of Ceballos, I don't really see that in terms of technical ability that they're very different from each other. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, with El Neni, yeah, he's a lot more sideways. But then the thing is, what are you missing with Ceballos that you're not going to be getting with El Neni?
Stop saying his name, man.
The thing that I would say is they're a completely different player, like in terms of like their attributes and their style of play. You know, like Ceballos wants to get the ball and he wants to play. He wants to play the ball forward, like whenever possible. You know. Can he get found out defensively? Can he get caught out positionally? Absolutely. But, you know, it's almost like I see Partey as a number 6 and, you know, you need that kind of number 8 as a conduit between the number 10 and the number 6. I just find when you play El Neni and Partey,
maybe
it's like you're playing 2 number 8s. You know?
No.
Yeah. 2 number 6s, sorry, yeah.
Aziz, mate. Throw him in.
Yeah,
why not? Why
even
not?
Balogun.
Like, literally, he's going to be playing with his heart on his sleeve. He's going to be going all out. This is my big moment against Chelsea. Big game, a chance to break into the side.
Okay,
Aziz and El Neni in the middle of the park.
So the game's too big for him, man, to come in on this game.
Yeah. Let's just rein this back. Aziz, a raw 18-year-old against Jorginho, Mason Mount, and Kante.
First of all, Mount ain't playing.
Mount's not playing.
Do you think they're going to play?
Kante's not playing.
Let me just take us back here to a Carling Cup game where we played our new goalkeeper, the guy that we signed. What's it? Ronaldo.
The rabbit in the headlight,
right? We thought, you know what? We'll put him in this game against big old Manchester City. We've damaged his confidence. You know, like his career going forward with Arsenal Football Club, after one game, people were talking about it being over. Now, I don't want that happening to Aziz in this game. I don't want that happening to him, because Renaissance, what, 23, 24? This guy's 18. He's a youngster. Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves, man. Let's respect the opponent that we're playing, and let's put out a half decent team that can beat.
But you say someone else had
the next 2 games.
Is this not our strongest 11? Is this not our strongest 11 right now?
I think
I would say Shaka would have.
I said his name.
I would have thought
Shaka and Partey would have been the strongest.
Yeah,
sorry.
Is Xhaka injured?
Yeah, he's injured still, I think.
Yeah, I think he's injured.
Yeah.
But no, I can't. I don't want to see the Spanish guy again. So anyone but him. I don't mind the rest of them. I really don't want to see Saka as a right wing. I'd rather see him on the bench if he has to play as an attacker. But I'd swap the Spanish guy for Elneny.
I think that could happen. I think there is a question that Arteta may do that. Put Partey and Elneny in the middle of that, so he doesn't get overrun in that midfield. So it may well happen, to be honest.
At least he's our player, Elneny.
True.
Least he's our player.
True. So
I probably would start Elneny actually on that basis, revisiting it and thinking about what danger they possess, like in midfield and in their attacking areas.
So where
maybe
are Chelsea's danger? Where is that coming from?
Kante.
Kante, yeah. I mean, where's Chelsea's threat coming from? And why have they been so strong all of a sudden with Tuchel? I mean, what?
I think he's instilled some confidence in Werner. He's made them more solid defensively. I think players like Pulisic are buying into the system they're using.
Yeah.
Havertz, he's looking like a danger now. So I think it's a combination of a new bounce, but I think tactically as well, this guy is very astute. Tactically,
he is
extremely astute.
So
the biggest thing he's done for Chelsea is not disrespect the main guy in the team, Kante. He's empowered Kante again, because Sarri and Lampard killed the guy's confidence, man.
He's done two things for me.
That's number one, Kante, and because Kante confident in his actual position is like two players. Everyone knows.
Yes. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Yeah, he's like, well, how did he get there? He's there. And
the second thing he's done is it's clear to see he gives every player a chance to play their way into the side. It's not I didn't like you when I first got here, so that's it. A lot of other managers, he's like, okay, I might not like you now, but let me see what you got.
See what you got, yeah.
And that's what he did.
He did it with Hudson-Odoi, didn't he?
Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, Havertz now as well. He's now back in the side. Mount was even dropped for a couple of games, and now he's a regular.
For me, what he's done was bring in, obviously, Mount's doing bits right now, but the one that's done it for me, apart from Kante playing in his right role, is bring back Rudiger.
Yeah.
For me, I think
he was pretty much out, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was out. I think he's so solid.
And then, do you think with the FA Cup on the weekend, and then you've got the Champions League, just around the corner from that, do you really think that they were going to risk these kind of players?
No, that's what I'm saying. Kante is going to be on the bench
because I think they've still
starting. No, Mount's not even playing.
I think they'll play, man.
I think they'll play because they've got to solidify that top 4 place. They've got to solidify it, I think.
Yeah, it's not. It's not in the bag, so to say. Yes, it's in their hands, but I don't think it's in their bag. And if they lose the Champions League final and they come 5th, well, they're still they're still getting the Champions League anyway. I think, don't they? Because if Man City win it, it goes down to the 5th place, doesn't it? So I think they're.
Does it? That's what that happens, yeah.
Yeah, if Man City win, then it goes down to, and obviously they're going to win the league, aren't they? So then it goes down to 5th place in the league.
They still get Champions League.
So unless they come 6th, I don't know whether who we got. We got Liverpool.
No, you sure that's what's happening?
Yeah. I thought they scrapped that rule.
Nah, because
because you can have 5. You can have 5
up to 5 teams. Yeah.
Yeah, you
The
can have
reason
up
I'm
to 5
asking
teams.
is I don't even think it's still the holders qualify for the next year. You have to qualify in your league now. I don't think the holders qualify automatically.
No, the holders qualified.
Are you
The
sure?
holders, yeah.
And if there was 5, I'm sure there would have been more talk about getting into 5th position because there's who's in the finals, isn't it? 2 English sides.
Yeah, they have been
Yeah,
talking.
but then,
yeah,
but then,
Have they been
but
talking
that's the
about
thing.
it?
Isn't
to fifth.
Leicester? Isn't
Okay.
Leicester and Chelsea? Because if Chelsea win the FA Cup, they'll still be in the Europa. Let's just say they do end up finishing 6th. They still end up in the Europa because of the FA Cup win.
Then
And
what
Leicester,
happens
if they
then?
finish
It goes
fourth, they'll still
down
be in the
again.
fifth.
Goes
So
down
Yeah,
to
if
it'll go one
Chelsea,
down.
so if Chelsea win the FA Cup, and they, gosh, if they win the Champions League, what a season!
But how weird would that be, innit? Like for Arsenal to finish
Don't even
and
think
then
about
still
that.
get Europa League.
Yeah,
with
I
literally.
just don't want to think of that.
Flipping,
At
hey,
all.
that just hit me.
Stuff
You
is
know that?
nightmare. The absolute
just
stuff
hit
is nightmare. No, I
They
almost
can
hate them as much as Liverpool. Liverpool. Sorry,
Nah, not even close,
Almost.
man. You
almost.
see, like I don't know. I don't want to trigger any Chelsea fans, but their thing, yeah, them and City. It doesn't really bother me too much as a London club. Yeah,
It's plastic, isn't it?
pissed.
It's plastic.
Yes, I'm not as bothered as if a Liverpool or a Man U did something. Do you get what I'm saying? But Chelsea,
Yeah, Chelsea
Yeah.
and Man City.
It's
If
an
you have a
Abramovich
team,
thing, yeah,
it's kind of steroids kind of thing. You know, like
Yeah,
athletic.
literally.
You know,
Yeah.
Ben Johnson days and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of artificial. But listen,
It's nice to win though against a London rival. Don't get me wrong, but
Of
it's not
course,
the
no,
same. It's not the same as a Spurs or a United. I hate them too. Man.
Oh,
Yeah, it's bragging rights. Isn't it?
and-
That's what
yeah.
it is, really.
exactly,
Yeah,
100%. But listen, I think, can we win tomorrow?
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that tumbleweed going, boy. Come on, guys.
I genuinely believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. 3-1.
So where can we win this game? Who is going to be our match winner tomorrow?
Nicolas Pepe.
I mean, look, we've got players that have match-winning capability in them. You know, ESR, Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang. You know, like we've got players that can win this game. You know, let's not get it twisted. Let's look at the last two times we played them.
Got a knock.
Yeah. All right, they had a different manager. Yeah. All right, it was a completely different setup in the management area. But the last two times they played us, we slapped them up.
Mm.
You know?
But the thing, can I just say one thing though?
As well, so.
They were going through a bad patch. They had one of their own as a manager. He started, obviously, he wasn't getting the right results. They then switched to someone who's done bits in Europe, and their fortunes have literally 180 basically.
So when we play
we not, as a club, do you think, okay, it's admirable that we don't sack or go through managers as much as other clubs and stuff, but seeing that what can be done with Chelsea's example, should we not follow suit?
Like that's the perfect example of like how a new manager can change the fortunes of a team. And I'm not saying I completely agree with Abramovich's style when it comes to replacing managers.
Sorry to cut you there, but does Abramovich show you that he actually cares about Chelsea?
For sure. That's one thing that it still shows
because he wants to win.
Yeah. Even though I don't necessarily like how ruthless he's been, the fact that he's even ruthless shows that he gives a damn. Like if you're not performing, like you're out. It's not like listen, finish.
Shall I tell you the reason?
The job next season, you could never.
My opinion.
The audacity to come into the training ground next season.
Yep.
The thing is, my opinion. The reason why he cares so much is the fact he puts his own money into the club. And if he's putting millions and millions into this club, he wants those millions and millions back. Do you get what I'm saying? You're not going to just buy a club and put money in there saying, hey, do you know what I mean? Do whatever you want to do with it.
Just figure it out.
The thing is, if you open up your own business and you hire a manager to run it, and if you see you losing money, what are you going to do? Get rid of him.
That's it. He's a
someone
businessman.
The thing is,
who has the same
our
business
owners,
and get someone in who's done it and who's doing it well. You want to get that person in, don't you?
Over time, you tend to care. When you're putting your own money into a club,
Of
you
course.
tend to care. Whether Abramovich, when he came in and just saw Chelsea as a cash cow, he came in and he put money in. He bought Jose in.
Pumped money.
He said, "Do you know what?"
Pumped it.
He put Jose in. He got the best of the players at that time in Drogba, Crespo. Remember all them guys?
Yeah,
You know, and he bought the best
Makelele.
manager.
Makelele,
Do
Yeah,
you remember Shevchenko and all of these guys?
yeah,
People that were at
Torres.
the peak of their power.
Yep,
Do you know what I mean? He came in and he said, "You know what? I'm going to put, millions of pounds into this club.
My money.
And I want
Yeah,
to
my
see
money.
it." Do you know what I mean?
Put
Yeah, and
Chelsea
then
on
I'm
the
putting
map.
my
Yeah.
own money. I'm not borrowing no money off no Bank of England
Or
I'm not borrowing
leveraging
money
off
off
the
an
club
NFL club.
or whatever.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The reason why Cronkies don't care is the fact that they don't put their own money into this club. You telling me the Cronkies can build a $500 million dollar training
Stadium.
complex at LA Rams?
Yeah.
Probably
Listen,
the
that
most
stage was
state-of-art, yeah?
serious. You know that.
And they can go and sit there and watch every game and pump money in, take money from us, pump money in there. So who does he really care for? Does he really care whether we finish 8th or 9th, or do we have Arteta or Roy Hodgson as manager?
The funniest
I
thing
see.
that
What I would say is this, right? Like I after the Villarreal game, I think it's a bit of a straw that breaks the camel's back thing with the manager situation. I've tried to back him. I do maintain he's not been backed properly, and I do feel that has significantly impacted his ability to do his
But
job.
can you trust him?
However, I think now, like, he has shown that if he's not going to get that backing, we need to bring in someone who can work under these confines, or we need to change the confines that he's working under. What do I think is more likely a scenario? It would be the change of the management. But the caveat I would add to that is the one that I've always added. It's no good changing the manager, because we did the same with Emery. And then he came and he slapped us. Yeah, when we said he wasn't good enough. Yeah, he took a lesser squad. Yeah, with a chairman that backs him. With what resources they can. And with a lesser squad, he beat us. Yeah. So we could just end up in this continual cycle where we're pointing the fingers at the manager. Not pointing it at the players, not pointing it at the board, and we're just making managers' heads roll, and we're ending up in square one to go through the cycle again. It needs a whole systemic reboot, right? From how we approach players. We've brought in that guy now that negotiates contracts from the Premier League, which is a step in the right direction. So we're not letting people walk out the door for nothing anymore. I think what's his name? Harding, I think his name is. We need to look at how we scout people, how we coach people. We need to be bringing in people there and sparing no expense there. And we need to be giving these managers what the hell they need to get the players that can actually make us competitive again. It's not
what does
Arteta
need then for this?
and not
changing
any of these other things.
What does Arteta need?
We're just going to end up.
You know what, King? He made a great point when it comes to Emery. Do you remember at that one point we had probably the best scout at that time in Sven?
Yeah,
Mislintat.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we had him and what happened to him? He came in, bought us Guendouzi. I think he bought him in.
Aubameyang.
He saw him and he bought him in. He bought
Aubameyang
Aubameyang in. And then the thing is, our owners don't like someone who's got an ego. This guy knows he's good at his job. Sven, when he came in, he knew. Where is he now? He's at Stuttgart trying to take Mavropanos off of us.
Yeah,
you're
right. Do you know the biggest problem at our club, guys? The biggest problem of our club is, have you ever seen a movie called Robin and Robin?
No.
Nah, you've seen Batman and Robin though, innit? We're a club full of Robins, bro. Robin, sidemen. That's all we got our club. Look, let me break it down. Look, even the Batman that actually owns our club, which is, let's say, Cronky, he's not even there. He sends his sideman son to look after the club. Edu, he's never had this position at any club in the world. Even at Brazil, he's never been in this position. But he's got it at our club. Vinay, he's never had a role like that in his career. But at our club, boom, sideman in there. Arteta never had a job like this in his life.
But then
Again,
you know what? Look,
Sidemen
this is-
FC. That's what you should
Do you
call
know what?
us.
But this is the
Sidemen
thing,
FC.
though. Look,
Yes.
this is
that's what we are,
listen.
bro.
This is where I agree with
We've
King.
got
What
Pepe
he said
instead of
about
Zaha.
Emery.
Sidemen.
This is the thing I agree with King when he said about Emery and Arteta. Look, look, when we had Emery, the media slated him, the fans slated him, everybody slated this guy when we had Emery come in, and that's facts. We mocked him, we made fun out of him and everything, but he was the only guy to come out and say, listen, we ain't got the money. We can only loan players. As much as I've been an Arteta fan, one thing that really pisses me off about him, that as the more and more I see of his interviews,
even more than his
the
subs
fact
and
he
his
looks-
first 11.
But you know the thing is, the thing is, he's now slowly looking like the puppet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's a letter. Read it to the press.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read it to the
Yeah,
press.
yeah.
Is he that desperate? I mean, he's played for. Look, Emery didn't even play for Arsenal. Arteta played for Arsenal. He knows the clubs, the owners, what they're like when it comes to recruitment, and what they are when it comes to putting money into this club. He's seen it. We went from Henri's and Vieira to Kim Kallströms to, you know, Cyan.
Yeah, this is
You know
The whole
That's
bigger
it.
picture, people mistake what I tried to
you
say
can't
as
really
being.
blame Arteta all the time.
Yeah,
This is why I've been
peop-
this is why I backed him. Because if our
People-
owners are not going to back him, who's going to back him?
People
sorry,
actually
but
mistake me for being Arteta
actually-
in all the time, and it's like, no,
yeah.
what I am is like, I actually see this game of checkers, yeah, that the Kroenkes are playing, yeah. They are making managers fall on their swords for them to cover up the fact that they're just there filling their pockets, yeah, and then they can just blame the manager. You know,
And
after
do you know
a
when
few
the
years.
pressure hits, when the pressure gets so much to them, for us fans, you know what they'll do? They'll sack Mikel Arteta and bring someone else in.
yeah.
And as fans, you know what we'll do? We'll be like, thank God, at least it's a change. But then we won't realize the real picture of what's going on. He can bring in a Pepe for £72 million. We'll all shut up and say, do you know what? We've got one of the best wingers in the world. But what has he done for us? We're still paying.
guys.
paying his club.
This is Groundhog Day. Seriously, it really is. But look, listen. What I want to do though is wrap this up. Big game tomorrow. It still is a big game.
Yeah, we ain't even talked about the game really.
That's the thing.
Any
I still
London
feel
derby
it's
is a big game.
It's a big game.
We'll win
Chelsea
tomorrow.
Arsenal.
The
It's a
London
big game
derby.
at Stamford Bridge. I think we let's see how much this team wants to fight for the boss, right? And I think that this is a game here. If we get embarrassed, then we will know if we put up a good fight. And I mean, I say good fight where we may have missed, you know, some gilt-edged chances, but we've created them. We've had great fight or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know what. I don't know, man. I know. Let me just shut up and just ask you guys, King, score prediction for tomorrow.
I mean,
Should I come back to you?
yeah. I think I will call it 2-0 either way. It can go either way.
Come on, Leicester. Sorry.
I can't see us scoring 2 against Chelsea. I really can't. But Azzy,
Listen, you know me.
so I'm gonna take. Sorry, King. So I'm gonna take your score prediction as 2-0 to Chelsea because I can't see us scoring 2 against if the likes of Man City are struggling to score 2, Real Madrid, you know what I mean. I can't see us scoring 2 against Chelsea. But
we scored 3 against them last time.
Yeah, with a pony manager, at the helm, at the wheel. Now
the same players.
That's my point. Why we should get rid of Arteta. We have the same players. Get rid of Arteta. Get a proper manager. We'll be a different team, guaranteed.
Fact.
Guaranteed. But it's amazing what a manager with a bit of tactical nous can do. Thank you, Mr. Silver Fox.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yes. That's how bad we are now. We're Leicester City fans. So Azzy, score prediction, sir.
Look, I'm going to go for 1 Arsenal win. We got no. I mean,
so you're going to go for what? You broke up.
2-1 Arsenal win. I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for a 2-1.
Nah,
Internet
you know
was
what?
like,
Listen,
"Mate,
nah."
I've always
uh,
got faith. I've always got faith. You know, I've always got faith. Look, I'm gonna go for 2-1 Arsenal win. It's just gonna show how much pride these players have left now. I mean, the thing is,
Let's see what they got.
they can play with the freedom of of knowing that, you know what, it's a bit of pride that's gonna happen now. So I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win. I'm gonna go for Martinelli to definitely score tomorrow. I'm going Martinelli to score tomorrow.
I like
The way
that.
he
I
spun
like that.
Kante last time.
Yeah. Mr. Silver Fox is on this as well.
On it.
I still remember
I don't know if
that.
his 3-1 is telling us it's a bit tongue in cheek, but it's a
You know what
bold-
they're doing, right? They're self-sabotaging so Liverpool don't get that top 4 spot. Exactly what they're doing. Trust, man.
Probably. I hope so. That would be a United thing to do. But Mr. Nigerian Englishman, score prediction for tomorrow.
Boy, I think 3-1, mate. 3-1.
Arsenal.
No.
Oh. I was gonna say.
Mate. I was gonna say, yeah. Talk about confidence, innit?
Nah, big man.
I'm just rolling on faith.
3-1 Chelsea, bro.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, I can't see past the Chelsea win, and like I can see us scoring, but they'll score a couple more, man. And the annoying thing is maybe Werner's gonna score. You know, another headline. He's not scoring the Premier League.
He doesn't score, does he?
So
They're not scoring that freely.
Tomorrow.
That's the thing, though. Under top, look.
I
How
know
many
all
games?
these stats. All the stats change when it's us, bro.
It's
They
true.
all change. So all these ones,
yeah.
I don't want to hear any stats before the show, especially if the commentator says
especially this
anything.
season.
I'm like, if he says,
Especially
one of
this
those
season, the
stats.
stats have just been mad.
Yeah.
As
Well,
soon
guys.
as the commentator says a stat, you know what time it is, guys.
Yeah. Don't. That's good
Allow
luck.
it.
So,
Yeah.
guys, I want to thank you. Listen, that's our preview show. King, you have it as 2-0 either way. Azzy, you got it. Was it 2-1?
2-1 Arsenal.
2-1
Arsenal
Arsenal and Nigerian Englishman 3-1 Chelsea. Whew. Damn, I'm gonna say 1-1.
Go on, Canners, on the fence.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
Oh,
1-1.
no,
That's not on the
bloody
fence. I think Arteta will set out his team not to lose and not to win either.
And let's
But
not
guys-
forget, we're only 4 points behind the trophy dodgers, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
I reckon
Deal
that's.
with
Then again, I reckon Chelsea will let us win that just to get above. Because Chelsea
That
hate
would be
Tottenham
so.
as well.
If we win tomorrow, we go 1 point behind them. Let's just put it that way. And they're sitting in 7th at the moment.
if it's only 2 letters, but I tell you, sometimes that's such a big word, man.
Yeah.
If. But guys, I want to thank you. It's been emotional at some point.
Always for the rest of the season.
But blessed to have you guys, and it's always good to see you all looking well. Keep safe, everyone. Come on, you guys.
Let's have it.
Come on,
Let's go.
We are Arsenal.
Wembley Bound.
We love Arsenal.